Welcome, and thanks for tuning in. Last time on Survival Recordings, I landed in the valley. I looked around for resources, discovered that this place was devoid of anything worthwhile. There's one nickel boulder way over there. I suppose I didn't check the full extent of the valley all the way down there, but there was nothing around my survival pod. And I need to get out of here. So I think I'm going to try and utilize these atmospheric thrusters that come with the pod. Oh goodness. I heard that. And, any more? More? Okay. So these aren't normal wolves, by the way. They are cyber wolves. They've got bits in them. And I'm going to take advantage of that. That has some of those, and that one has some of those, and that one has some of those. Yeah, so, it's a little inconsistent why those cyber wolves exist. Let me get my head back up, it needs to be. But, you know what? If there are zombies that can attack me, then why not have, wolves? So, as I was saying, I think I'm going to try and use these atmospheric thrusters to get myself up and out of here, and I need to get a large grid assembler built in order to make the large steel tubes that a gyroscope needs to function. But in order to get to a gyroscope at all, I need to, let's see, I need to build a landing gear, which would let me build the cockpits, which would then let me build the gyroscope. So I think if I am fairly careful about what I'm doing, grind this down, and I need one steel plate and one motor. And I have one motor with no steel plates, but that is because I am not making anything with that scrap I found yet. So I'm going to queue up a bunch of these, and that will hopefully just start pulling those parts into the survival kit, making some iron, making some silicone. Now, from those zombies earlier, I did get a lot of computer pieces, and that's appealing insofar as I don't have to make all the computers for an assembler, and an assembler will require some production blocks. Here we go. The basic assembler, the big thing on that is the 80 computers. And I don't think I actually need the 4 displays either. But that's what's going to slow me down on that endeavor. So I'm going to see what I can find about, see what I can collect around here. Get these all working, and yeah, I'll let you know when I make any progress or what I decide to do. I think I need to grind that down just a little bit more, because it won't count as me building it unless it's in a previous build state, like that. So, which of these can I make? Most easily. Making the remote control is probably the most easy thing to do here. And I will need the remote control to be able to fly this thing. Nope. Paint. Wrong color. Let's do that back again. So I need interior plate, construction components, motors, computers. What Need one of those. Need one of those. I need one of those. And I need one interior plate. I'm going to be a little bit vain and decide to try and put this in here somewhere aesthetically appropriate. So, pointing it forward, so if I'm sitting in it, putting in the chair, it'll work. That, I think, is going to be the right spot for it. Alright, now that gyroscope. Steel plate, large steel tube. That's what's going to hold me up. Ooh, alright. What can I start cutting off this thing? Well, I'm going to keep slicing little bits off of this, and I will bring you back when I've got something to update. Alright, I've got some more zombies coming in.
Fuel critical.
Oh, wow, there's a lot of them. Okay, that's nice. Good choice. Okay. Bastards. Hey, look at that. Large steel tubes. That is exactly what I needed. Alright, I'm going to see if I can collect as much of these things as I can before they do that despawn. But I definitely needed that one. Alright. Bits. Well, that was enough. Yeah, I mean, one hazard of trying to rely on the zombies is they do despawn really quickly. So, as you can see, I've been slicing off a lot of the exterior of this thing. I've only got just a little bit left to go before I was at a loss. But, yeah, I got the piece I needed. So let's see about building that gyroscope together. Get myself back up to full. And why not? Let's just get rid of this in a bit. Gotta be extra careful. Yeah, I snagged that battery there. Okay, so I need some 15 steel plate and let's put the gyroscope inside this time. I got rid of the beacon. Of these. motors, 3 computers. Missing motors, 3 computers. I'm waiting to have access to it right there. But I can't pull motors out through that because it's a large hole. Where are the motors? In the small cargo container. Apparently they can move through the small tubes. Well, something every day. Actually, one of the mods I have installed is Build Vision, which gives you a little asterisk. Item cannot pass through small conveyors. So I should have known that motors could. Build a gyroscope. Or I need more. So I've got a gyroscope, got an antenna, got a seat. I can get out of here. So I'm gonna get my helmet down, because who knows what's gonna happen when the air gets rare. But yeah, I better set this guy up. Shift K to bring up the control panel for remote control things. 2 meters away, I'm gonna go ahead and start controlling it. Alright, I've got the horizon line, I've got control. Let me make sure my atmospheric thrusters are all on. They're on. No thrust override. My battery's gonna says it's good for 1 day. 25 minutes at full thrust. So that's tricky. I don't know if I can get anywhere. Let's add some things to the hotbar here. Landing gear, we will switch lock, and this thing is going to be really difficult to okay, that's a little frustrating. They're in the wrong spots. So it's this one. What's that? Yeah, okay. And now this one. Switch lock. So that is either of my my landing gear in the right spot. So let's see what happens if I try to level myself out first. Alright. There we go. I'm intentionally letting them auto-lock because I don't want to. There's not a lot of control in this thing. I can easily crash, so the better safety feature of being able to auto-lock, the better, right? And you know what? It's nighttime. I can't see the ground very easily. I am going to wait for it to be daylight. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go AFK for a little bit, and I'll see you guys when the sun's coming up. Alright, welcome back. I have turned off the lights to try and save some power, but look at that. Sun coming up over the top of that mountain. That is... Oh, man, this was a rough spot to start. And no resources, no good place with sunlight to do solar panels because the sun's hiding behind the mountains all day long. So anyway, let's see what we can do about getting out of here. I have done this before, but let's see what I can do it again. Oh great, what's that? Just gotta steer clear of that. So you gotta go up and stay as level as you can. So as you see, I'm drifting. I'm not moving myself that way at all. I'm just sliding there. That's because I only have to thrust into one direction. I have to be extremely careful not to accidentally tip over or anything. The gyroscope is really helping a lot. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to do this without it. So I'm going to see what happens if I tip forward to give myself a little bit of up thrust. I am, in fact, sliding that direction now. Alright. So, real quick, I'm going to check, make sure my ore detector is on. It's at full range. Just want to see, it says 400 meters, but it's always a little bit questionable about that. Let's angle a little this way, give myself a little bit of boost. That direction. So now I've got a lot of forward momentum. I wanted to see how close I need to get to that boulder in order to register it. Oh, there we go. So, about the 400 that I expected it to be. So I guess the only goal I have is to try and get over toward maybe that beacon, the NPC beacon. It's going to be friendly. Because it's white. But drop ship is moving away, so I should be able to get to it. You know, that unknown signal is tempting, but I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, it's just it's too delicate to try and take off and land with your drop ship like this. Normally you've got thrusts in like 6 directions. On a planet, you can get away with it only in 5, because then you rely on gravity to provide the 6th direction, the downward force. I only have thrust in 1 direction. I'm gonna be it's gonna be touchy. I think, you know what, I am going to go ahead and go up. Go above this mountain. Plus, the higher up I am, the farther I can fall uncontrollably. Wow, okay. Quite a ways. Still. This is some rough terrain all the way around here. I think we made the right choice going with the gyroscope and the flight. I suppose if I didn't have the zombies drop those large steel pipes, my recourse would have been to keep collecting unknown signals until I had enough scrap that I could make an assembler, and then I might try either to attach the assembler to the pod itself, or do something with the building a small little base with a what's that? That's nickel. It's not that much by. Oh, this is the. Oh, I was just on the other side of that. Look at the size of this valley here, with a little ice lake in there. I'm gonna slow myself down some. Slow down. Come on. Okay. Still moving lateral to the beacon over there. Okay, so I like the look of this valley here. We gotta find a spot that's got. Since I'm mobile, I want to find a spot with some iron and get myself get myself started with an iron molder. I mean, an iron mine would be amazing. Right now, though, I gotta slow myself down. Stop. Put thrust in this direction. It'll get me almost to 0. I think I may backwards a little, so there. Okay. Alright. So, looking around, I'm not sure what to do first. I don't have any money. I don't have any way to do any work. So I don't know if heading over to the beacon is the best idea right now. So I think I'm gonna head down and see what I can find. And that, you know, it's like, that's kind of cool. It's like a little dried up ice lake thing. And then there's another one over there. If I can find something useful over here to start with, then I'll see about setting down and landing. But that means I gotta drop. And dropping is, you know, interesting. Oh, wait a minute. I wonder if the place sells canvases, then I can use the parachute hatch that's still part of the ship. I have a little bit of money. You have your starting funds, the 10,000. Plus, you know, I picked up a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna head over there. Find out what the place sells. And see what happens. And the good news is if I'm inside that bubble, I will be invulnerable to damage, so I can be a little rough with landing this ship. Right?